somebody's here. I don't know. This is...
I have lots of salt. Alright. Dropped frame rates detected. Your stream quality may be affected.
Yeah.
Immediately. This is crazy. I'm getting upset. But I don't know if anyone can hear us because nobody's answering. Is there something wrong with the chat? Because by now, Limus would have said something.
Let me see. Guys, hold on. I'm sorry. I was responding to Kimberly, damn it.
We don't know what's going on. I'm starting to think that I had 96 views on it.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Starting to think that YouTube is trying to kill us. Because like I said, there's absolutely no reason.
And she wants a butter dish to put stuff in.
For what?
I don't know. I have no clue.
Like I said, I might have some apple cider vinegar left.
Responding to Kimberly, damn it.
Yeah, Limus, can you hear us?
Are we back? Get this off.
Oh, we are back. Jess said we're back.
Alright.
Thank the Lord. Whatever Lord you thank
Okay,
him.
let's get this back going.
Now, where were we?
You were about to tell your fairy light story, but let's give it some time, get some people back in here so they can...
So they can hear it.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, guys, anything interesting been going on in the paranormal that you've seen that maybe we haven't covered? Because I'm always really interested. I've been seeing some crazy stuff, and some of it I think is camera stuff,
Yeah.
but some of it I'm a little confused on, like two suns setting, multiple light sources in the sky at night, stuff like that, which isn't, but it's weird. What else have I seen lately? There's been some crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff all over the world.
Anybody around?
The beach is receding.
Yeah, that's really crazy.
Yeah, what do you guys think of the beaches receding or the ocean receding in Brazil and France on that? Because that kind of blew my mind. Because where's the water go? And why doesn't it come back right away? Where's it going?
We might not be able to do this tonight.
I don't understand
Why
the chat's not working again. As soon as you brought up YouTube, the chat started working, right?
Yeah.
You turned off YouTube, the chat stopped working.
There's 3 people watching.
Oh, so maybe it's just that. What is that?
An ad.
Oh, are you going to monitor?
I'm going to try to.
Alright guys, we are trying to figure this out. We want to do it. If we can't, we can do a quick video or something tonight. We still got time. I'd rather not do that, but... Hello!
Yeah, Christina, our,
We're actually not sure what's going on.
Yeah, the internet's not being a friend tonight.
There's nothing else connected to the internet except the computer. We're only live streaming audio, and we have plenty of bandwidth. And we even switched to the new computer.
Yeah.
So this shouldn't be an issue, but it definitely seems to be, and we apologize from the bottom of our hearts, because this is something we like to do.
You know what? I got a better idea.
Nephilim said the last thing I heard was damn it. But Babs says yay.
Alright, are we back, guys? Is there lag? Can you hear us? Does everything sound good?
Lima said damn it. Is damn it the name of the episode tonight? MonsterCast Live. Damn it.
Right? MonsterCast Live, sort of.
Kinda. But for real, Anybody that's listening, please tell us if it's lagging. Please tell if it's going in and out.
If this becomes an issue, I'm going to hotspot my phone and we'll live stream from there. I don't care if I run out of data.
What's that, 4G?
Yeah.
That would be faster.
It would live stream great.
And these guys are probably sick of our excuses. They're sitting there in their homes in Germany and Scotland and in America and...
Blame YouTube.
And they're going, to hell with you guys. I always blame YouTube.
I've used 2.79 gigabytes out of my 8.
So that leaves you with 5 gigs.
It won't be a long one.
Yep.
Hold on, guys. I'm changing internet. Onto
actual YouTube?
Yep. What the
Whoa!
fuck? That's all you, bro.
No, that's not all me.
All I did was bring up
Chrome. It's from her downloading all kinds of games and shit. That's not what we want to see.
No.
Is there anybody? There's 6 people in. Okay.
Yeah.
That's,
Okay. That was me typing.
Yep. Sounds good.
Is there
anybody? There's 6 people in. Okay.
Yeah.
That's,
Okay.
Well, that's
All right. I think we're back.
That's super
I think we're
smooth.
back.
Okay.
I'm gonna kill data on my phone, but I think we're back.
Awesome. Thanks, Koo. Thanks, Babs.
Thank you, everybody. We're glad to be back. I'm sorry.
Sorry about all the technical difficulties. We don't know what the hell's going on with the internet here. It's got to change, but I need money for that to happen.
Right. Okay, so actually, we're going to talk about something real quick. We are trying to invest in some t-shirts.
Yes, MonsterCast t-shirts.
MonsterCast t-shirts, which we will be displaying and premiering soonish. It depends on when we get them.
It does depend.
We're working on that.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have a time frame exactly.
In order to get a lot of t-shirts to sell for everybody, we need to raise $240. So we're gonna set up our Patreon. $12 a pop to donate, and if you donate your $12,
I think it's gonna have to be 15 because we got to ship them, and Patreon takes a cut.
15, $20, something like that. So,
I think 15 because we're not trying to make a profit on them.
Nope, we just want to get some shirts, get some stuff out there.
Yeah. So I think 15 will probably be what it's at because our cost is 12, and like I said, Patreon takes a cut, and then we got to ship them.
Yep. Everybody that donates 15 or more to the Patreon will get a shirt.
Yeah, for sure.
We're also going to start working on
Investigate.
stickers.
Oh yeah.
Just so everybody can
Like vinyl stickers.
enjoy them.
Good vinyls.
Yep. Is anybody around?
They're all around, man. There's 10 people watching.
Nobody's talking. Guys, we got to talk here.
So do you guys want me to go back to story time? Oh, wow. That's working.
So it's
All right. I'm just going to go back to story time. Koo still says there's no lag. We're good.
Well, that's old. That's up here. We're behind
over
a
there.
little bit.
Yeah,
I think I'm going to turn the slow mode off.
Story time. Tacos.
Tacos.
No tacos tonight, believe it or not, guys. It's Wednesday. We don't have Taco Wednesdays here.
Okay.
All right.
Brandon's going to go into story time. I'm going to roll a couple more cigarettes.
So as I was saying, I call these the fairy lights, not because they're fairies per se. I don't know what the hell they are. So here's the story. I already said Blue Lantern guy in the woods. All right, so people had reported seeing this guy walking around with a blue lantern. And this is when I was 19, 20, so it was going on 20 years ago. Wow, I'm old. Anyway, it's going on 20 years ago now. And we'd heard these stories for a long time. So we started going up to this place, Hessel Gessel. And we'd walk around and, not a real investigation, just taking friends up to see what we could see. And we'd walk around, nothing would happen, we'd go home. Then one night we went up there, we sat for about 2 hours in this clearing, and then we decided to get up and leave. So as we're driving away from this clearing, we get to the road, and across the road, we see a blue light. And we're like, holy shit, there's a blue light, because that's what people have been reporting.
Yeah.
So we pulled, to the other side of the road, got back out of the car, and all of us, it was me, there was 3 other females with us. The Officer Koch from town was with us.
I know him.
Yes. So anyway, we get out and we find a little path, and we follow the path, and we find like a marshy area, like a lake. Except it's not, like, more of a pond, I guess. It's more of a marsh than a pond even, but a marshy area. And out in the middle of it, there's this big blue orb. If I had to guess, the big blue orb was probably a foot in diameter. And then around the blue orb, there were, I don't know how many, because we couldn't count them because they were moving, but there were at least 10 smaller orbs, maybe 6 inches. And they were just kind of floating, like, around this big blue orb, and they were only about a foot off the water, guys. And we did record it, but Steph has that.
Yeah.
And
I don't think Steph's going to give it to either of us.
No, and it was on a mini VHS tape, because this was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what we'd do with it if we had it. And it was in black and white because it was crappy and at night. But anyway, so we did see this. We watched it for a good 20, 25 minutes, and then we just, left, because what else do you do at that point? They're on the water. You can't get any closer. So we left. We go home, and I start telling everybody. We called them the fairy lights because they fit the description of a will-o'-the-wisp, which is a type of fae. So I get home, and I'm telling everyone about it, and then my sister decides she wants to go, and she's not into that stuff, but I called them fairy lights, and she's she was a young girl at the time, so she was like, fairies. So, well, she wasn't that young. She was like 16, 17. So her and my now brother-in-law, which was her then boyfriend, and my best buddies, 2 of my best buddies, all went up there again. And we pulled to the, we went to the pond right away. We didn't bother with the clearing.
It's not using up that much data.
And my buddy Wayne and I had gotten out. And see, my sister wouldn't get out of the car once we got there. She was scared. It was dark. We're in the middle of nowhere in the woods. So anyway, guys, I'm going to be trying to do something while I talk, so don't mind if I skip a couple beats here.
I broke it.
So anyway, we get there. They won't get out. So Wayne and I walk to the pond ourselves. Oh, and Officer Koch was with us again. So we walk to the pond ourselves. Nothing happens. Nothing. So we walk back to the car. And when we get back to the car, the door's locked. And my sister and my brother-in-law are like huddled in a corner and won't let us in. And we're like, guys, what the hell? Let us in the car. That's my car. Let me in my effing car. And so anyway, they unlock the door. They let us in. And we're like, what the hell is wrong? And my sister said that they watched us, because it was a nice bright night, full moon or what. It wasn't full, but close enough. It was a nice, bright, clear night. They could see us walk through the woods in the fall. It was only about 10 feet away from where we parked. Maybe 15. But they said that when we came back, when we turned around and got on the path, that they saw a little blue light appear and follow us down the path. And then they said when we walked off the path, it just blinked out, like it just disappeared. So I've been going there off and on for 20 years, never seen it again. But I just talked to a friend, Charlie. Mm-hmm. I just talked to Charlie about 3 months. Charlie's not his real name. But I just talked to my friend Charlie about 3 months ago. And he said that he had just been up there and seen blue lights again. So this is a phenomenon that seems to happen there. And it's something that we can investigate.
Yeah, it's close, it's local.
It's close, it's local, it's something that we can go do again. But that's my fairy light story. And to this day, guys, what it looked like, yes, they were just blue orbs. But when you're sitting there, it wasn't scary, it was awe-inspiring, it was beautiful. And all I can all I can think of is like the queen fairy in the middle with everybody dancing around her because they supposedly love to dance or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's my fairy light story. I know there's an episode of Ghost Adventures where they're in Romania and they filmed some orbs in the woods, some red glowing orbs, and those orbs were almost identical to what we saw except different in color. So I know they've been documented around the world. I just don't know what they are. It's pretty cool. Hello, Ryan. Sorry, I had to fix this first. But okay, that's my fairy story.
Okay,
Message retracted.
Yeah, I don't know. What do we want to talk about now? I have a few stories. I don't really want to go back into the BEP one right now.
No, just too much for you.
Yeah, I'm having.
I think your girlfriend might be back too here in a minute. I thought I heard a truck.
I have a story about a house when I was a kid. It's nothing that involved me.
Oh, any story, man. It's story time.
When I was younger, I lived in a house, and I had a dog. Her name was Punky.
Punky? Like Punky Brewster?
Yeah, because I fucking love Punky Brewster.
I loved Punky Brewster, too. Hashtag, we love Punky Brewster.
She was a mutt. She wasn't anything special. She was kind of dumb, actually.
Okay.
But there was the corner of my room she would not go into.
I haven't heard this story.
She just wouldn't go in at all. She'd come in my room, but she would not go. There was a corner that she just wouldn't walk by. And you'd hear knocks in my room and, like...
just weird
shit. Stuff, but nothing really bad. But we moved out of the house and we moved down south. And we found out a couple of years later when the house burnt down that there was a body of a young child buried in that corner of my room under the
serious?
House. Yeah.
Wow, and I'd never heard that story.
I don't talk about it a lot because it wasn't anything super paranormal. It was just weird.
It's just I mean, dogs sense things, though. You know what I mean? Dogs are, whether they're anything special or mutts or not, they still sense things.
Okay, the door's about to open, so don't be scared.
Why would they be scared of the door opening?
Because Kim's about to walk in.
I know, but why would that scare them?
I don't know. So, yeah, that's...
Now, like, if they were sitting at home and they heard at their house, that might scare them.
Yeah.
But
that's the story. I mean, I have more. Did I ever tell you my Ouija board story with the lights?
You may have. We talked about Ouija boards quite a bit when we were getting ready to make one, and you still haven't brought me the Dremel effer.
I'm sorry, it's in the storage shed with everything else we own.
I know, I'm trying not to swear.
I gave up on not swearing.
I'm calling him bad names for not bringing me this Dremel, guys. Guys, hashtag Dremel for the Ouija board.
Bring B the Dremel.
Yeah, bring B the Dremel. Let's make that hashtag trend on Twitter.
It's okay, I already warned them
they know you're
in.
coming.
Oh, okay.
Just close the door.
Come sit down.
Do you want this or this?
That.
This?
So my buddy and I, when I was like 15, we got really into Wicca and stuff like that.
The stuff you're not supposed to be into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were sitting at my house, and we had the Ouija board out, and we were using the Ouija board. Well, the first time we used the Ouija board...
Hashtag bring B the Dremel.
Damn it, Jess. The first time I used the Ouija board with him, we were on it, and it just rapidly started going back and forth across the board. It wasn't going to any letters, so it wasn't going to Zozo.
Zozo.
It wasn't going... It was just going really fast.
I don't believe in Zozo.
Yeah, we didn't understand it. Nothing bad happened other than that. But we were sitting in the living room using the Ouija board talking, and we had lights on because my mom was about to come home from work. So the kitchen light was on because she parked in the carport and walked in from the kitchen. So we had the kitchen light on, the dining room light on, the living room light on because that's where we were, and the bathroom light on. And we're sitting there, and we had stopped the Ouija, and all of a sudden, the kitchen light goes off, and then the dining room light goes off, and then the living room light goes off, and then the phone and the answering machine go off, and then the bathroom light goes off. And they're off for about maybe 10-15 minutes. And then the bathroom light comes on, the phone turns back on, the living room light turns on, the dining room light turns on, and the kitchen light turns on in reverse order. It was really weird. So that's my Ouija board story.
I'm trying to think of any other stories I have. I could tell them about the time I got maybe pulled out of my body.
I could talk about my ex-wife getting dragged out of the car up at Fallbrook.
Oh yeah.
But I don't want to talk about my ex-wife, so...
Yeah, fuck her.
Especially with my girlfriend sitting next to me.
That'd be great.
But you don't like talking about that?
No. That's a bad topic.
Alright, so you guys have heard my demon coming out of the closet story when I was a kid. And I've told you guys I've had other experiences with this thing. So anyway, roughly, I don't know, I was 23, 24 at the time. Was not doing any drugs. Was not drunk. And I had a friend who was a psychologist, and she'd been doing hypnotherapy. And I'd had another experience with this thing. And
oh my God, time out. Limus.
What?
Do they still have Bob from FP&L on the commercials? Because when I was a kid and a teenager, the commercials for Florida Power and Light had Bob. It was Bob from FP&L.
I don't remember the commercials, dude. It's been too long for me.
I just wanted to know. I miss Bob. Limus, no drugs or drunk. Bad story.
No, it's a good story, though. Anyway, so I was there. My ex-wife was there, but at the time she was just a friend.
No Bob from FP&L. Damn it.
And her boyfriend was there. So we were all in the living room, and she's like, why don't you lay on the couch and try this? Why don't you let me take you through some therapy? See if we can find out what's going on with you. And I was like, all right, I'll do that. You know, no big deal. So she goes through putting me under, I guess. I don't really remember the process, honestly. I must have went right out. And, hey, I'm trying to tell a story here.
I was telling
Stop whispering to each other. Why'd I get pointed at?
I don't know.
Alright, anyway.
This one time at band camp?
So I went right out. And I went to this place, this forest, I guess. It was a forest full of pine trees, like real tall, old pine trees. I don't know, maybe the Black Forest in Germany. I don't know. It's really hard to say, you know. It's really hard to narrow it down. But anyway, a rider came up to me on horseback in a cloak. This is how it started.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell the whole story.
I'm gonna bring them up, Mario. Let me find them, bud.
And anyway, so this rider comes up to me and he's cloaked. I can't see his face or anything, and he keeps motioning for me to follow. And I was like, I'm not following anybody that I don't know who they are. You know, reveal yourself. And it kept telling me to follow, and I was like, no, tell me who the hell you are. Yeah, and this went on for a while. I don't know, it seemed like a couple minutes, but whatever. So it finally lifts its hood. And it's the demon that I've seen my whole life. So it's him, and I'm like, well, fuck it, I'm here, I might as well follow. You know, because what else am I going to do? So I follow him through the woods, and along the way, I didn't see anything alive except one deer. I saw a doe.
Yeah.
And that was it. It was just beautiful forest. And he took me to a place, a clearing in the trees. And
Check under the
I'm trying to remember everything. He took me to a clearing in the trees, and he showed me there was just this big black rock sticking out of the ground, like onyx or obsidian or something. And he just kept pointing at it. Like I should know what the hell it means. Or what it, but I don't. I still don't. I still don't know what it means. But anyway, about this time, I started freaking out. I got angry inside because I didn't know what he was trying to show me. And that woke me up. So I come to, and everybody is just staring at me wide-eyed. And I'm like, what is wrong? And they're like, we're glad you're back. And I was like, what do you mean back? I was like, how long have I been gone? Because, this whole thing took like 15 minutes for me. But I guess it was 3 hours. So I'd been gone for 3 hours. And they said that while I was under, that it felt like there was waves of energy, like hitting them. Yeah. Like radiating from me. And it doesn't make any sense still. But here's what really doesn't make any sense. Is at one point my friend Derek goes, that forest was so dark. And this was before I said anything about what I'd done. And Kira went, yeah, it was. And my shrink friend was like, wait, what? And so she took them to separate rooms immediately. Like each of them to a separate room. And she questioned them. To ask them what they saw. Well, it turns out they both saw what I saw. They described it to a T. As a matter of fact, the doe that I saw with the big blue eyes was my ex-wife. She even described that she was a deer in it. She didn't know I saw a deer. It's weird. I don't know anything, it's just a weird
Antonio,
story.
Hey man, you may want to check out alien or entity walking and flying close to a gas station in Peru.
Ooh. Hollywood, so far we've just been kind of telling stories and talking.
So Mario wanted me to tell one of his stories that he posted in our Discord.
Okay.
Which, Limus or Koo, can you post the Discord, if you would?
Yeah, that way people can get on our Discord. And everybody's invited to the Discord. As long as you're not a dick, we want you there.
Yeah. Mario, I'm checking the stories about your grandparents' houses. Is that what we're looking at here? Because I want to make sure those are the ones you want me to read.
Tasty. Nice.
Thanks, Koo.
Koo, you're awesome. Jess, you're awesome too. And I do, once again, I want to give credit to our moderators because they do a lot of stuff behind the scenes too, guys. And they don't get anything for it. They're doing this out of the just because.
Love for the channel and to help us out, and we appreciate it so much.
It's such a help to us. And sorry, I just had to get that out again. I really do appreciate it.
With us not being able to moderate our channel while we're streaming,
it's such a big help.
Yeah.
As kid, my front and back doors would open, and thing was there was no wind or anything. It was mostly the back door that had a porch. That's interesting. And I mean, I've seen that. We had one night we had a knocking on our trailer when I was a kid, and we were looking out the back window at the door that was being knocked on, and nobody was there.
I mean, that happened to me all the time. Okay, so I'm gonna go with this story from Mario. So I was staying at my
Excuse me.
I was staying at my other grandparents, and my grandma said that Nana, my great-grandma, she died in 2000, would walk in the halls at night. Now I woke up once, heard footsteps, everyone was in bed. I was younger and had to sleep with them because the only other bedroom in is the one my grandma, not the same one, would sleep in if her back hurt. Another time I woke up and saw my grandma. She was sleeping in the other room that night.
Okay.
Standing over my grandpa and asked in a different voice from her own if he wanted to get up.
Time out. Yes, everybody. I'm fine.
He did. He did.
My cigarette's just a little rough on my throat for some reason. I'm sorry. It's just weather here. I've been getting a little stuffy.
That wasn't Rick. That was B.
That was B.
Don't blame that on me.
That was B. See, I'm still coughing, guys.
Where was I?
You were reading Mario's story.
Okay. Another time I woke up and saw my grandma. She was sleeping in the other room that night. Standing over my grandpa and asked in a different voice from her own if he wanted to get up. Then he said 6:30. I wake up again. A black shadow figure is standing over my grandpa. When I looked at it, it floated into the hallway the next night. I mentioned the black figure to my grandma. She said jokingly, "Who's that in the doorway playing along?" I looked and I saw the door move slightly.
Smoking is bad for you, lights a cigarette.
My other grandma, great-grandma, Grammy, died a few years ago. I saw some of her Kachin dolls, which are Native American tribe gods. I also got this old creepy, or is this a story or is this just something you have? That's not.
I think Rick lost the story.
Yeah, I lost myself.
Little emphysema. No, it's not emphysema, guys. It's just a rough cigarette.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's what we're going with.
That's what we're going with tonight. So let's continue smoking the rough cigarette and telling stories.
My grandmother went to the hospital and I stayed at her house with my aunt. She is still alive. And I heard my aunt get up and go to the bathroom. I could see the light from the room when I opened... Hey!
What you talking about, Camelon?
Shh!
Every night.
Guys, simmer down. I lost my story again, thanks. I could see the light from my room. When I opened my eyes, I saw a Victorian-esque girl in a black dress floating over. I blinked, she was gone. To let myself sleep, I said it was my eyebrows, but I'm not sure. I think it's almost kicked. Look at the chat.
It's been a long day, guys. Sorry. My grandma's in the hospital dying.
That's a true story.
That's a true story. She actually already died. She went brain dead a couple days ago, and they brought her back somehow. It was a miracle.
Let's see.
Now I lost my focus. Rick did too.
Yeah,
I'm still pretty focused. Do you want me to tell the stories?
You gotta get your Discord up. You can connect to your internet.
Yeah, I can connect to my internet.
I'm connected to my...
How can I say that so chill? Because I've spent like 2 weeks not talking to anybody and crying about it, and I've gotten a lot of it out already. I'm not doing good, but it is what it is, and I'm a very logical person, and I know I had to deal with it eventually.
Uh-oh.
Okay, tell us your stories.
Limus says we could... Well, somebody says we can tell her story. Damn it. She's gonna punch me for saying her name.
Miguel says, no, I missed the live stream. That was on the other live stream. No, Miguel, you didn't miss it. I wish you could find us.
I didn't... I just didn't want to talk about my my story tonight.
Yeah. I have one from Mario. Wait. I went to it with creepy dolls in it.
Don't yell at me on
That was
Discord.
the one you just read. You know what? Does the MonsterCast girl have any stories?
I don't think she does.
You suck.
Wow, this is a really bad live stream tonight. This is really, really bad.
That's because we got all off track with the internet to start with. And that screwed everything up.
Yeah. So, who wants a... Limus is laughing. Who wants a t-shirt?
I want a t-shirt.
Yeah. Who wants a MonsterCast t-shirt?
Yeah, we can't keep track of stories. Let's talk, guys. Let's bullshit.
That's what we normally do.
Bullshit session. But yeah, for real, who wants a t-shirt? Because we are going to set that up on the Patreon. We think we might do some GoFundMe separately from a Patreon, but each GoFundMe will be specific to an investigation that we want to do. So, meaning each one, if we need a specialized piece of equipment, that'll be on the GoFundMe.
Yes.
or if we just need traveling expenses, or whatever. So we do want, because we want to get out in the field, guys. We're sick of sitting here. We need to get out in the field, and we need to show you guys some stuff.
Hollywood wants another web series like the one FD did. There is actually more of those than we realize, and I don't know them all.
Right. And
go check out Night Mind.
And we haven't talked about it, but I wanted to talk to Rick about us maybe doing one, but people knowing what it is.
Yeah.
From the start.
Yes.
Like you guys could even help us with it. You know, anybody on our Discord. You know, story ideas and stuff. But it would be a separate channel. But so Hollywood, if you want stuff like that, like we are looking into doing more stuff like that, but we don't want it to be part of this channel because it caused us a lot of trouble.
Yeah, it hurt.
Yeah. We lost 200 people from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it hurt. And we made a mistake, and we have apologized plenty for that, and I'm done apologizing.
Honestly, I still don't think it was a mistake.
I mean, we have a lot to thank him for.
Yeah.
Because we got a lot of you guys from there.
Right. A lot of you guys came from there.
And so, do you want to know?
Hollywood, yeah, you can...
Yeah, blindbrick@gmail.com if one of you girls can post that for us.
Or you can get on the Discord, and you can private message us there. Or you can get me on my Twitter.
Yeah.
At BlindBrikBtat.
2 T's.
Yeah, with 2 T's.
Yeah.
And then at BlindBrikRick.
_Rick.
_Rick.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
I'm fancy dancing.
No, you're just annoying.
And that's RIK, don't forget. Okay, so if you want a t-shirt, you want to know how we're going to get that t-shirt?
It went in my mouth.
We are going to set up our Patreon for $15 a piece. Everybody that donates, once we raise $240, maybe a little more, we're going to go with $300. We'll be able to order a lot of 20 t-shirts.
Right. So everybody that donates to that is going to get a t-shirt. So that part of our Patreon, like that $15, isn't actually going to make us any money.
No.
That's just to get you guys some t-shirts.
That's everyone who gives to the Patreon will get a shirt.
Hollywood, I'd rather email you. I'm a television film major, so studying screenwriting, storytelling is a... Hollywood, yeah, definitely
go ahead and hit us up.
That's pretty cool, and we were actually just talking about that stuff this morning.
Yeah.
So, that's pretty cool.
I have some ideas for movies that I want to do, books, stuff like that.
Live stream a dry Tortugas investigation camping trip for those who can make it. It was a prison island and fort in Florida. See, and if we can already get to Florida for the other thing we want, that would be good. We could actually make trips out of these and do 2 or 3 at a time.
Christina, true story, at first, I hated FD.
Oh, we didn't like him at all.
We called him fake from the beginning. We called it out.
Because like I said, we weren't in it from the beginning. We were pissed at the guy.
So we're going to get up our Patreon. I'm going to work on that as soon as we're done with this live stream, I hope.
Yeah, we'll work on that. Or I'll work on it because I kind of take care of more of the Patreon.
Yeah. Get that up on our Discord. We're going to post it on the description of this video once we get it. Some people still don't like him. True story.
And you know what? And that's fine. But I will say this. As far as Andrew goes, Andrew as a human being...
He seems like a pretty nice guy.
He also made a mistake by saying a baby died and stuff. And we've talked to him now quite a bit because of what happened. And he's very genuine. He's actually a really decent guy. And it sucks what happened, and it sucks people got hurt. But that was never the intent, and we can say that for real now because of because of our talking to him. We know we didn't mean nobody meant to hurt anybody.
I say if we're gonna do a GoFundMe to try to go to Florida, we try to set it up for a month.
Yeah,
get down there for a month so we can hit some places. We can hit the stories we've had from down near my home. We could try this dry Tortugas. I know places in Florida that are...
We could do 4 one-week investigations, because I hate one-day investigations. Yeah. They don't get you anywhere. That would be cool. We could do BEPs for a week.
Yeah.
We could do this
dry
Tortuga thing.
There's other stuff down there, too. There's the lighthouse that Ghost Hunters did. See if we can get in there.
We have a lot of fans down there. We could meet up with some of them. We could actually meet up and have tacos.
Oh,
how cool would that be?
I know a great taco place in my hometown.
Yeah, buddy.
I don't know if they're still there, but a shout out to Los Cocos. Best Mexican food you'll ever find.
Nice. Okay, I'm lost on the chat. The Nephilim. When I was a child, I woke up in the middle of the night when I heard a loud hammering against my window. I looked at it and saw the dark silhouette of a person looking back at me. Oh, that's scary. That would creep even me out.
Yeah.
And I don't creep out easy. I gotta use your tobacco, dude.
That's fine, bro.
Like one with a creeper.
Cags lives in Georgia.
Nice. And we'd be going right through Georgia because Rick
Yeah.
won't fly.
Yeah, no, I don't go in the sky. If I was meant to fly, I'd have hollow bones and wings.
I've been on plenty of planes and it's fairly safe.
Are we gonna do the blind brick taco meet in Florida when we fund this thing?
Dude, if there's enough people down there, absolutely.
We'll make tacos for everybody.
We'll put that as part of the funding.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
BlindBrik taco.
so that we can rent
Blind
like
brick taco meat.
we can rent like a
convention.
a
Not
fire
convention.
hall or
Just a taco
something.
meat,
You know
and
what
it's
I
not
mean?
M-E-A-T. It's M-E-E-T. Get it? Somebody post that hashtag blind brick taco meat. M-E-E-T.
Yeah, guys, that actually sounds like a lot of fun, and I would love to do it. I really would. We'd love to get out and meet with you guys. It'd be awesome.
But I feel like it would be.
No, literally, this is tobacco. He is rolling a cigarette.
I am actually rolling a cigarette. See, I smoke less if I have to make each cigarette. So I want to quit, and I'm not in the right headspace to quit, so I'm trying to at least slow myself down. I'm reverse psychology myself.
At one point, Jess said, "Oh, if we're setting up a trip, I'm down."
Cool. Yeah,
There's another one in Florida. We have a lot of fans in Florida.
Yeah.
That's home, man. That's my home.
And I used to live there when I was a kid, man. I like Florida. I don't like the heat. That's the only thing I don't like, though.
We'd have to do it in like February.
February.
That is the best time to go to Florida. Maybe we can hit up Disney World while we're there.
Here, jerk. Here's a cigarette. Now I'll make mine.
You
See,
could go
when
to
Rick's
Star
here,
Wars
I gotta
World.
make 2 cigarettes every time.
What?
I said you could go to Star Wars World.
Oh, that's like 2019 though.
Oh.
Okay, who's down for the blind brick taco meet? Are we gonna do this?
I really want to do it. I mean, we really will set everything up. It is still hot in February.
But it's not
always
bad.
It's always hot because it's humid down there. It always makes it feel hot.
I miss Florida though. That's home.
I don't like humidity because I'm fat.
Oh,
Chicago has pizza.
Chicago does have pizza,
Well,
and they have the Cubbies. I need to go to Wrigley Field.
then we'll have to do the Chicago pizza meet as the next trip.
Oh, the blind brick pizza meet.
Yeah, the
That
blind.
means we have to have a meat lovers pizza.
Yes, absolutely.
Who likes Florida?
Nice. AB. And
My BEP happened in Eccles County. Long story. Do we have your? I believe we do have your story somewhere, Cags.
do we?
Yeah, I think it's in the.
Is it in the email?
I
or
think
is
it's
it
in
the
email.
Discord. I think it's in the email too. I think I know I read it.
Hospital.
We read so many
You
stories.
should check out Schick Hospital. We need something to write this shit down.
We have the video.
We never watch the videos.
Yeah, but we can. We can just click through. But
But
yeah, I mean, we probably
Schick
should write it
Hospital.
down. Kim,
Schick
you
Hospital.
have pretty handwriting, right?
Do you have?
Do we have a notebook?
I have paper right there. I just don't know about a pen. I don't think I
I
have,
have
a pen.
a pen. Somewhere I have a pen.
You
Look,
should
guys,
have
we're
it
actually
in
gonna
the
write
Bible.
stuff down.
I'm gonna write stuff down.
Limus Blind Brick World Tour. Yes.
I'm not. No.
Yes, we can get on boats.
I don't like boats either.
I don't give 2 shits.
They
if
build
you
a
like
bridge
boats.
across the fucking ocean. I will
Dude,
drive across it.
I
I
will-
ain't taking a boat or a plane across.
I will
there.
drug your ass and put you on a plane. It's not that bad.
Lima's Patreon to get the boys a notebook.
Guys, I own a notebook and pens. I just don't know where they're at right now because I don't use them a lot.
We're the poorest YouTubers ever.
Hashtag Blind Brick poorest YouTubers ever? Question mark.
Oh. Only go if there be spaghetti tacos with extra cheese. There's spaghetti tacos?
Yeah.
Yeah, you never watched what the hell was that kid show my kid used to watch all the time with the girl in it and her brother on Nickelodeon?
There's a lot of shows on Nickelodeon.
The blonde from Sam and
iCarly?
Cat was in it. iCarly. Yes.
iCarly.
They made spaghetti tacos on iCarly. I think that's
Yeah.
where it came from. Like
Whatever.
years
We
ago.
can do any kind of taco.
We don't care, man. We were gonna set it up like buffet style. You pick your own toppings.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
The girlfriend wants a Reuben taco. That's actually a good idea. I'm gonna start stealing ideas from other restaurants when I make my restaurant.
Well, absolutely. Gotta steal everything. You're so awful.
Hey. Hi, tank worker. How are you, buddy? It's good to see a hater here.
What tank were? FD liar? Yeah.
And it's LIARS. Thanks.
And by the way, we never actually lied. We just withheld information. There was no lies.
Nephilim, I don't know if we can send tacos to Europe. And if we can, they might not be that great.
There's a spaghetti burrito.
Actually, my tacos would still be great.
Spaghetti burritos.
We could put them in dry ice.
I
Send
am
them
so
overnight.
lost on food trends. They're spaghetti burritos. Aw, Limus, thank you.
Oh, poor tank worker.
That's what happens. Banhammer in effect.
That's our mods. We love them.
So yeah, the BlindBrik taco meat. If we can fund this, we'll do it.
And we'll actually get like a few investigations.
Yeah.
Which will be a lot of content because we're not gonna want to just put up like an edit. We could do like an edited episode of each, but I'd want to put up everything for everybody to look at themselves. So we could, I mean, that would be so much video for you guys to go over. So much.
Go to your corner now.
Hey, I'm hungry too. We forgot to eat before we
Yeah.
started this.
I'm just getting ready to start the live stream
Got
button,
the
and Brandon
munchies.
opens the freezer and goes, "What are these?" And they're like Totino's pizza rolls, the big ones. They're fucking tasty.
Schick was a World War II hospital in Clinton, Iowa. It was split into different buildings, now parts of facilities. It is supposedly haunted. You will have to ask to go into the abandoned buildings.
We have to ask to go into any abandoned building, truly.
Yeah.
We were at one a week.
Yeah, any
Yeah, we
place
did
and that's another thing, guys. Any place we're gonna investigate,
We're gonna
like if
do
you
it
guys
right.
want us to investigate a place, we need to know who owns it and we need to know whose permission to get because we can't just go. You know, we have to have permission. We use this place. We used to go to this place called Barry's Chapel as a kid. It's in Weird, New Jersey. Oh, that's not far.
No.
You can't go there now. Oh, one time there was something running in the foot-tall grass at us. The grass parted and nothing.
That's crazy.
That's neat. I mean, it'd be neat to see.
See, this is what I want to do with our live chats. Just talk about things and find ideas of stuff to do and bullshit with you guys.
Yeah, I seem to attract weird shit too, AB. I'm
Yours
there
are
with
like
you.
5.
That's why I ended up investigating. It gives you the urge to investigate when you seem to just experience it naturally anyway. It's pretty cool.
So we're gonna set up the GoFundMe for Florida trip
Right, and we're going to restructure our Patreon a little.
for
Um,
shirts.
But right now, the goal is just shirts.
We may start working on stickers for you guys to slap on the back of your cars.
To be honest with you guys, there are a lot of YouTube channels in which people trespass abandoned places. You're not going to be able to do much trying to get permission. Actually,
That's true.
it is true, Hollywood, but you've never seen me try to get permission. Rick will tell you. I
But-
can weasel my way into damn near anything. So, well, I mean, but as far as abandoned places go,
I mean, it depends on where it is. Savannah Georgia.
if I have implied permission, that's enough.
I have been to Savannah. Yes, you can slap a sticker onto your brother's head.
Absolutely.
I have been to Savannah, Georgia. I love that city. Another really good one is Charleston.
Charleston,
South Carolina.
I think so.
It's one of the Carolina. I can never remember which Carolina it is.
But yeah, I've been to Savannah too. Last time I was there, I was at a church selling equipment.
Story time for a second.
Okay.
When I was moving up from Florida to here, when I was 6th grade. I was
Okay.
going into 6th grade.
A long
I don't
time
remember.
ago.
Yeah, I don't remember how old I was. We stopped with my cousin Danny and my mom and I were driving up. He was driving his truck and we had our car loaded to take all our stuff up. And we stopped in Charleston for a couple days. Well, my cousin's friend, we'll go with friend, decided to take us on a tour of the town, of the places that don't normally, the tours don't take you.
Right.
We ended up in this theater, and it was a beautiful theater, but we were walking around, and he's talking, and like Prince Charles and Diana had been there.
Okay.
And stuff like that, and I look up, and there's somebody walking across the where the prince and princess were would have sat, because they have a little plaque there that said Princess Diana and Prince Charles were here, some shit like that, like somebody tagged the wall. But it was like a balcony. That's the word I was looking for. And it was just a figure just walking across there. Nobody else saw it. I asked if there was anybody in the building, and he's like, no, nobody's here, just us.
Huh.
It was really weird.
Interesting. Yeah, there's so many places.
St. Augustine, Florida. I was talking about that earlier. The light tower that ghost hunters went in, and they got that figure standing over. I don't know if Ghost Hunters is legit, but that was pretty cool. I'd like to check there.
Ghost Hunters seems to be more legit than the other ones.
Yeah.
At least they were in their early years.
Yeah.
What about ghost space?
Off topic to the story, but there are people who believe that the queen eats people. Yeah, that's because she's a reptilian, Limus. Yeah, see, Jess knew. Just like me, I was called a reptilian and Illuminati during the FD thing. I was
called a reptilian too.
I was so proud.
But that
I'm a reptilian Illuminati master who can't afford internet good enough to stream.
We're literally streaming off my phone right now.
Yeah, legitimately.
I need to check my
data. Is that going to use up all your data?
It's probably going to use up all my data.
Because we love these guys. Koo, you're a Nazi vampire? Awesome.
I'm only at 3.4 gigs. We're doing good.
Yeah, that's actually not
we
bad.
We haven't used a gig yet.
That's not bad.
Hell yeah. I got 8. Fuck it.
Limus, you were just called a bitch? Oh, no.
Right now? Was it the dude that you put in timeout?
I think Koo put him in timeout.
No,
I don't know.
Limus did.
Oh, did Limus? I don't know. I can't. They're doing such a good job. I don't even notice, because they just take care of it. Hello. The Antarctic connection. I want to go to Antarctica.
It's cold there.
That's where we really need to go. We can look into the pyramids there. We can finally prove or disprove flat Earth. We can do all of it, man. We can just go to Antarctica.
Can we talk about Looney Tunes for a minute?
We can. I think we've talked about it before.
Yeah, we have, but I got pissed off today.
Okay.
Because Mario was in chat and we were all talking and bullshit, and he brought up Looney Tunes. And then it just hit me that the back of the freaking Space Jam box has changed within the last year.
Yeah, that's weird. So what Rick is talking about is, do you guys know the Looney Tunes Mandela effect? Tunes is spelled Tunes now. Always has been. I shouldn't say now. Always been Tunes, but we remember Toons. So we were doing research for a video for this, and we came across the Space Jam DVD, and on the back it said copyright Looney Tunes Toons, and we were like, awesome, we have some residual that we can bring to everybody. So then what happened?
I went to bring it up again, and it was gone.
Yeah, it's
back. It's TUNES, and I checked it today, and it's TUNE, and it pisses me off.
So we actually watched that one change. We saw it happen. We saw it one day be one thing, and the next day be another, while we were researching it.
It's fucked up.
So we know the Mandela effect is a real thing, which is crazy, because little stuff like that keeps proving it to us.
Can we not talk about the Berenstein Bears? Because
that bothers me, man. I love those.
The other MonsterCast girl has arrived.
She's here.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hi, people.
Why are you squeaky?
So,
You can just talk in a normal voice.
Just talk normal.
hi.
Did you get real cigarettes, or is that just rollies?
Rollies. Guys, keep going.
Oh yeah, we're live. Where are we?
I guess we're ourselves tonight, at least.
Yeah, I remember Berenstein. I remember Tunes. I remember Houston. We have a problem.
Which we watched that change too.
Twice.
Okay, so with Houston, we have a problem. That's how we remember it. Houston, we have a problem. In the movie and in real life. That's what we remember. Then it changed to Houston, we've had a problem.
Oh, here we go talking about.
Has anyone looked closer at... Oh, Hollywood, don't even get me started there because I've got a timeline for the end of the world because of this stuff. Sometime between September 23rd and October 20th, I believe, is the first day of tribulation. And the Mandela effect plays heavily into that because he will send a great delusion. And, you know, the wolf being with the sheep is a hell of a delusion because it is supposed to be the lion. So...
Sorry, guys.
Now, Kumelin, the way it used to say, and the lion shall lie down with the lamb. Now it says, it changed to the wolf shall dwell with the lamb, but now it changed again to the wolf shall lie down with the lamb.
Did you see that somebody said that they say Atlantis is in Antarctica now?
Yeah, that's what they're thinking. Well, all those pyramids and stuff they're finding down there. Yeah. And I think Antarctica is a lot different than what they're telling us Antarctica is. I think there's a lot going down there.
Goddamn Mandela effects. If they change the Sandlot, I'm gonna be mad.
I'm pretty sure there is a Sandlot Mandela
No, there
effect.
is not. I've watched it. It is the same movie I remember. Same with Mighty Ducks. Rookie of the Year. I will be so mad.
But some things aren't Mandela effects, and I want to make that clear. Not everything that is presented as a Mandela is a Mandela effect. Because, like, the Duracell Energizer Bunny thing.
Yeah.
With the pink bunnies.
Mm-hmm.
At first I was like, yeah, that's a Mandela. I don't remember Duracell having a pink bunny. And then I realized, when I saw one of the old commercials, that I remembered the commercial. And if I remembered that commercial, then I had to have known Duracell had a pink bunny. So that wasn't a Mandela.
Hollywood, we've actually gone over the JFK assassination video.
Yeah,
Mandela. We did a whole video on it.
If you go back through our video,
I'll actually throw it up on the end caps.
All right, yeah, just put it up in the stuff.
So yeah, we've done a whole video on that.
Oh, that's fine. Where's the other metal one? Sorry, guys, we're doing
Stuff.
and things. No, you know, girls keep coming home and it gets busy, and we're sorry. What were we? Yeah, the Mandela. Yeah, so we looked at some of the stuff. I wanted to look at more on the JFK assassination. There's just the Mandela effect has kind of melded our brains a little. You know?
They changed where Luke in Return of the Jedi used to say, I am Jedi Knight like my father. Now he says, I am Jedi like my father. Whoa.
Well, not only that, but there's the one where Chewbacca doesn't get the medal now.
Yeah.
I clearly remember Chewbacca bending all the way over because he had to bend over so far because he was so tall. And then they put the medal around his neck. And now that's not there. That never happened. And those things I'm sure of because we watched a lot of Star Wars, man. We watched a lot of Star Wars. We're kind of fans.
Like, I kind of want to already buy tickets for Episode 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never seen a Star Wars film in theater.
I've seen all of them except the Disney ones in the theater.
I was supposed to go see Episode 3. Why are we talking about it? I was supposed to go see Episode 3, but I got a flat tire.
Huh.
That always happens.
You have the worst luck. You have worse luck than me.
Yeah, but I lucked into freaking bartending for Toby Keith.
That's awesome.
So,
Okay, hiding the evidence that nothing was done while the girls were away. What?
What we did? You were very early. Today.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You were early tonight too. Hey, it's not spelled with a C. Obi-Wan Kenobi has a K.
Isn't it Keno?
I don't remember.
We're nerds. Don't mind us. God, it got quiet. We got to get back to paranormal. I want to do the Florida thing.
Yeah.
We need to talk more about this, guys. Help us plan. Like, if we're gonna go down, we need to set up our investigations ahead of time.
Yes.
So what would actually be best would be maybe hit one or two big places, but see if anybody knows anybody with an active house that wants it investigated, and we can do some actual homes.
We need to get equipment too, though.
Yeah, well, we have some resources in that area, and other stuff's gonna have to be on the GoFundMe. But after the first GoFundMe, we won't need to put that stuff on GoFundMes.
How is this happening? Mandela effect scares me. Ooh.
I honestly, and this is partly religious beliefs, but I honestly believe it's the biblical end times, and the Mandela effect is the great delusion.
It's so weird.
And honestly, I think the people that are experiencing the Mandela effect,
You set it up.
everybody says they're the affected. I don't believe so. I believe the people experiencing it are the unaffected. The people that can see it and know what's happening, they're not affected. It's the people that don't see it happening that are affected. And they think we're crazy. But we've actually watched, and we thought we were crazy until we watched things change.
Yeah.
And when you see something change, the Flintstones,
Oh.
man. So I was researching the Mandela effect, and the Flintstones had turned into Flynn with no T. And I looked it up on eBay, I looked it up on Amazon, I looked it up on Google. Everything was just Flin and then Stones. So we went to do a video on it, but then I pulled up the Flintstones, and they were Flint again. They were Flint. Everything I had just looked at 2 days previously was different. And then there were videos on the Mandela effect, how Flynn had turned into Flint. But then there were videos with people like me that remembered both ways.
Didn't we get a video of Mandela on us?
Yeah, we had one of our videos Mandela.
There's things in this video that we don't remember saying.
We didn't say it. We didn't talk about it. Because we weren't ready to talk about it yet.
That's not where we were in the progression of the story.
Where's the metal ball?
In the truck.
Oh. Yeah, it was always Flint, and it's Flint now. But it did change to Flynn. And like I said, if you research it, you'll see that there's people that remember it both ways. There's people that are like, oh my God, it was always Flynn. And they never remembered Flint. But then there's the people like me that remembered it Flint to begin with, and then Flynn, and then Flint again. And when you see that stuff happen, you can't call it cognitive dissonance. You can't call it confabulation. You can't call it any of those things because you saw it happen.
Yeah. Okay, so in Florida, big places that you'd like us to look at.
Yeah, where are some places that we know we can get into first off? Because that would be helpful.
I seriously need a pen and paper right now.
We need to get down to Mexico and do Doll Island.
I got a Fanboys Cafe pen.
Nice.
So
Our old cafe.
Somebody said Dry Tortugas is in Florida.
Yep, Dry Tortugas. AB, I'm with you there. I wish I didn't remember things differently too, because it makes you feel, I don't know, out of place in this world?
Yeah.
Is that how you feel?
Yeah.
Because that's how I feel. I just don't feel like I belong. And that's a weird feeling. It really is, and it just started when the Mandela effect started getting noticed.
So are we able to like camp at Dry Tortugas, like pitch tents and stuff?
Yeah, it's a state park, she says. Or he says. I don't know if you're he or she, sorry.
The Deviltree.
But if it's an island in a state park, if we can camp, See, Mario Lover's one of the people that remembers it Flynn.
See, it's so weird.
It's a weird thing that's happening. But like I said, I really think it's the Great Delusion.
Jess at one point said Mandela is a glitch in the Matrix.
And it could be. That could be it too. You know, it could be data being changed in the simulation. But I tend to believe even if it is a simulation, it's run by something.
Yeah.
You know? Okay, so...
St. Augustine.
St. Augustine, yep. Is there any place out in the swamps we can get? Because that'd be fun.
Oh, I don't want to go in the swamps. I know that I hate the swamps, man.
I love the swamps. See, the swamps were the one thing I liked. Gators and snakes and shit. Oh, shit. I broke it. Weird new... Yeah, I actually have Weird PA and Weird Massachusetts, Joey. So Joe, I'm familiar with those books. They're pretty good. I like them.
You can camp. That's why people go if they stay overnight. There is a ferry that you take to get there. That's cool.
That is cool. I would really like to go.
So there's dry tortugas. We'll have to look into that.
Dude, I want to get to Bobby Mackey's. That's not Florida related,
No.
but
Are you
I want to get to
writing
Bobby
things
Mackey's.
down?
I am.
I'm so proud of you.
She's proud of him, guys.
It was an old prison in Fort. The entire island. It looks nice. That's a thing I want to do. That's a definite. If
What
we go
one?
down there,
The
dry
fort.
tortugas.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially if it's a state park, because there's not a lot of problems with us just going.
That's 100% a thing I want to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Deviltry is something we can look into.
I agree. Guys, sorry. There's gonna be a loud noise. Just trying to fix something.
Or multiple loud noises.
Where else? Criminal says there are no facilities and probably very little EM interference. You can camp there. I am male.
Okay, well that answered a lot of questions.
No, dude. You need to also worry about people around the swamp. Deliverance guys.
Well,
You sure do have a party mouth.
I'm actually good at dealing with people. I'd be alright.
You're gonna deal with them people. I'll tell you what.
I know I would. I'd have to deal with them the hard way.
I would not enjoy that.
No, not their hard way.
Oh, the Boston House in Fort Pierce.
Oh, I love Fort Pierce.
Oh, Fort Pierce sucks.
I just used to live right next to it.
So did I.
And it's where we went all the time.
Yep, I fucking hate
My
Fort
mom was a
Pierce.
stripper.
Was she?
Yeah, it's in Fort Pierce.
Holy shit.
Shouldn't have said that. Forgot we were live.
Oh, good lord. We can't edit that out.
Nope. I was like 6.
The Skunk Ape is Florida's Bigfoot.
Oh, there's a screen in here. Yeah, that's a reason to go to the swamps. Skunk Ape. That gives it... So, but see, the reason I say the swamps is it's another place we don't have to get a lot of permission for. So we can rent an airboat or something and just go out and investigate.
Mario, yes, that is... When we discover a Mandela effect, we need to drop it on the board. On Discord.
Yeah, we do. We need to have a board just for that.
Florida swamp, skunk ape.
Yep. The skunk... I was talking about the Skunk Ape is Florida's, Bigfoot.
That keeps falling off.
So, that's... Swamp Ape. Skunk Ape. So, we're gonna catch Brandon's fiance up on what we're doing here.
Because she has no idea.
Firstly, we're setting up a Patreon to get money for our shirts. For everybody to get shirts. We're gonna try to get an order of 20. We need to raise at least $240 to pay for it.
Okay.
So that's one thing we're gonna do. On the other hand, we're gonna set up a GoFundMe to set up a month-long investigation in Florida.
Yes.
And the BlindBrik taco meat.
Yes. And
That's
we
a
will... Yes, we will figure it out with Joe. I know Joe will get you the time off. Joe could be anybody. They don't know. Don't look at me like that.
Limus
No,
said
I'm
bad
just-
B.
Worried about getting time off because I don't know if I could take that much time off.
For something like that, trust me, I can talk to him. I've known him for 20 years.
So we're back. Good lord, guys.
This is fixed.
Sweet. What else do we have here? The BBTM blind brick taco meat.
The taco meat's important. Where would we have the taco meat?
Why don't we try to? Because I can cook anything over an open fire. Why don't we, like, if we do the dry tortuga, see how many people we can get to camp with us?
Just do it at the dry
and
tortuga?
do it over fire. Do the taco meat and stuff over fire.
But I'd have to make the taco meat because my tacos are better than yours.
As long as we have cast iron kettles and shit, we're good.
Alright.
So that's the plan. If we go down there to do this, and we're gonna set up a GoFundMe to raise money to do this. I don't know how much money we need.
It might take. It's gonna take a while. This
It's
isn't something we're gonna do tomorrow. You know.
But get to Dry Tortuga's camp, and
Heyo, Muto maid.
And camp and do the blind brick taco meat and investigate Dry Tortugas.
Right.
Yeah.
We
sounds
just,
like a plan.
The hardest part about this is getting some equipment.
Yeah, that's really what the issue is having the proper equipment. We need some EMF detectors. We need
some
a
proper
good cameras.
We need thermal cam.
That's a little
and
hard.
We need or full spectrum at least.
Yes.
We need something for the night. A good full spectrum camera would be great.
Criminal, I can't pronounce that name. I'm in for Dry Tortugas and will bring whatever I can to contribute. See,
and that stuff like that, that's awesome.
Are you in our Discord? Do you have Discord?
If not, we're gonna have it linked. I know Kumelin has linked it once already in the chat. What is that? Sorry,
in Florida. That's something we have to check out.
Okay.
Limus, how long have we been on?
I supply the tortillas.
No, I am Italian, so don't ask.
But look, see, we've got, we can make this happen. And we're gonna make this happen. This would be awesome. I'd love to meet up with everybody in person and just hang out and have a good time.
Click that link for Discord. It'll bring you to the site to download Discord. You can get it on your phone. You can get it on your tablet.
And it's a real small file.
We're always on.
Well, Rick's always on. I've been going through a lot right now with my grandmother and stuff, so I haven't been on. But I do get on. I do check. And if somebody directs something towards me, I'm going to answer. Over an hour.
About 2 hours with the internet issues. We're really pumping it tonight.
Yeah, that's fine with me. So we got some places.
It's not even 10 o'clock.
We
normally go live at 10 o'clock.
We need to plan a time. Well, we can figure all this out a little later, but we need to.
I think this really needs a thing, and we need to
We need to figure out the order we're gonna go. We need to actually block everything out.
I'm guaranteed that I have places down home where people will be like, yeah, you can crash here.
Right, which would be awesome because then we don't need hotel money for those particular places.
I know in Orlando, in the Orlando area, I have a friend there that I guarantee would let me crash, and I think Vado would too.
My uncle might own another bar there by now.
So
he has MMA fighters at his bar fighting. He has a big bar.
Yes, we're definitely gonna do the BEP hunting for our friend down in Florida.
Oh yeah, that was what got us started on the trip. That's the most important part, and that's why it'd be better to do it as soon as possible. So that's why we need to figure out a logical, good timeline that can actually happen.
Yeah, we need to sit down, plan this out, get the GoFundMe started, and see what we can do because it's gonna cost a lot of money to get down there.
Yes, it is.
But it's something that I think we need to do, and I think people would appreciate it.
Then after the first one, the next ones will cost a little less money, and then we can start planning them and doing month-long investigations in every state if we want,
Limus, you yell at me every time I say your name, so...
I missed it. What's happening?
Oh, talking about the BEP investigation in Florida.
Dude, I can't wait for that. I really want to do that. I want to grab one of them and just be like, what are you?
It's just really weird because there's new stories coming from her area. There's new stories coming from her area where more BEPs are showing up, and there was one that apparently resembled a toddler.
Yeah, which is new to us too.
That's since when did they have an age range?
So now we have them aging. from before. We have toddlers.
Yeah.
We have them coming back.
Yeah.
We have them showing up in an area multiple times in a short period. Like, this is... We need to go. It's time. I told you, though, the veil's getting thinner. People are going to see more and more of this stuff. Because at first you...
I have memory issues sometimes. I forget things. It happens.
A lot.
A lot. But Cags, I need to get to your story. I'll get into email tomorrow.
We need to do some actual story videos.
I can't get in there. I have orientation tomorrow. I will get to your story. My next few days are really packed up.
Packed up. Sorry.
I'm sorry, Limus. Anyways.
Oh, shit.
Anyways, so we got a few places to look into and a few things. We're definitely gonna do the Dry Tortuga thing if we can get down there.
That's what, yeah, because, and plus, camping would be fun.
Yeah, we like to camp.
Yeah.
We kind of always camp.
Okay, why can't my husband see anything else? He is an engineer and science-based. No worries. Oh, yeah, I don't know. My fiance's never really seen anything. But she believes it, so... I once saw a completely blue-eyed kid with completely white hair one. Like blue-eyed like the black-eyed? Like, literally, the whites and everything were blue? So that's strange. I haven't heard of that.
That's new in me.
That's real new.
People, CAGs, people that are based in science and engineering and technical aspects of things really do think that people that believe in the spirit world are crazy.
But here's the thing. I'm a very scientific person. I was supposed to be in the nuclear, research area, but I turned that all down. I'm very, very much engineering minded. I have a photographic memory, so
yeah.
I see things in pictures. That's how I think. But luckily for me, I experienced the stuff. So I have, kind of a background like that, but once you experience the paranormal, it changes. But you start to look at it in a more scientific way, which is what you need to try and get him to do. You got to give him some scientific reasoning to some of it, something that he'll actually listen to, something that he'll actually consider, because that may get him to look into it. Okay.
All right. Heat Seeker thermal camera 199 can read temperature differences up to 1,000 feet away in a person at 200 feet. And Chris said something to you.
You were thinking this Mandela is biblical sign of the end. The most recent event I've heard labeled as such is the release of
5G.
Well, there's a lot of end time signs going on right now, but yeah, 5G actually kind of scares me a little bit. I don't know if it's an end time sign, but the 5G itself, because I know what the signals can do.
I have no clue what that is.
It's just, you've got 4G now.
Yeah.
All these new towers are 5G, the ones that are just popping up overnight.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, but the thing is, on those frequencies, there are patents on those frequencies for mind control and stuff. Okay, I don't read sign language, dude.
Damn it! I need to teach you. That's right.
Okay. I'm actually a physicist and skeptic, but still believe in these things because they happen to me. Yeah, Nephilim, that's... Absolutely. See, I agree. I think I need help to provide him that evidence. AB, I'll see if I can come up with anything that might sway somebody like that. And if I do, I'll get it to you. Lane Teague, the blue eyes could be... Lane Teague, that's a good thought on the blue eyes. Some form of albinoism. It'd be rad. Limus, I want to do my end times video. I've been so down with my grandmother and stuff, I just haven't been able to get to anything that I want to get to. And for that, I apologize, guys, but, I mean, I can only apologize so much for that, because obviously I'm sure most of you understand. Yeah, the strange trumpet sounds play into every, like, all this stuff is stuff I want to talk about. 5G is also the integration of all technology being linked together. Yes, Chris, and there's a lot of worries there with the 5G.
Where are we? I'm back.
You didn't miss much. You catching up?
I'm trying to.
Okay. 150 gigabyte.
Limus B, you don't read sign language, but you speak emojis pretty well.
Thank you, Limus. I missed that. I do speak emojis pretty well. So you guys know, the other night we were all having a conversation on Discord. It was Limus, Koo, Rick, and I only was speaking in emojis. And Rick got mad at me and muted me, and then unmuted me, and then changed my name, and then unmuted me, and I was like, dude, that's not fair. Go back and look at those emojis. Every single one of them answered a question or responded in a logical, reasonable way. And it was true.
The roller coasters in Florida, I don't know where they're at, but that could be something to look into. I don't like roller coasters, though.
I do. The floating cities in the clouds are kind of interesting. Yeah, you're right, Hollywood. I've been checking those videos out. They're fascinating. Maybe
Joe Fisher, I agree. That BEPs play with your mind and you see what they want you to see.
And that very well could be all that's happening. Like, we had the report of the one aging. Maybe it's just because if you saw the same thing that many years later, you would expect it to be aged.
Yeah.
You know? What day and channel?
That was not in the normal.
Those were in moderator chat.
Yeah.
It's so weird seeing pictures of a place I visited as a child being abandoned and overgrown. Yeah, I can imagine. There's places I grew up that are just not there anymore.
Evening paranormal intermission.
How are you doing?
Welcome.
Trust me, when you have an experience, your hair will stand up and you'll have chills. Don't forget your heart-stopping times. Yeah, the first time is always scary. You get time dilation. Adrenaline kicks in, everything slows down. It's time dilation.
Did I ever tell you my EVP stories?
Maybe, but I don't know.
A while back, I was doing investigating. This was, oh my god, Luke's 10 now? He was 2? So, 8 years ago. Good lord. 8 years. Hi, Byron. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, how you doing, Byron?
This is when people normally, it's like 10 o'clock.
Yeah, people are used to us getting it on.
We've been on for almost 3 hours.
Thought it was 2.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Thanks, Jess. Anyways, I appreciate that.
Anyway, so we were investigating. I got permission to go to my friend's house. He's like, we're going camping this weekend. Why don't you come? It was an old house. He's like, why don't you come in the house and investigate? I'm like, okay. So me and another guy went in to the house and we're walking around. We don't see anything, but we're walking, asking questions, stuff like that. And we get up to the upstairs bedrooms, and we get into the girls' room, and I'm looking around, and I'm like, why don't we leave the recorder here, go out, smoke a cigarette, see if anything happens,
right?
Then come back in. And I wish I still had these EVPs because they were excellent. So we come back in, we get it, everything's normal, nothing. We're like, okay, we've been there for like 3 hours. We're like, there's nothing, don't see anything. The only weird picture we got is we put the camera into their son's room and took a picture. The flash was on, and it was just completely black. You saw the door frame, and everything else was completely black. So I get back to my apartment, and I start going over this stuff, and I'm hearing things. So I'm breaking it down and cutting it out in segments, And I got 4 EVPs that night. Class A EVPs.
Damn.
One said, "Yes, the baby has a name."
Huh.
It was a little girl's voice. The next one was another little girl's voice that said, "Come play with me."
I hate little girl voices on EVPs.
Then there was an older male voice that said, "I'll play with you." It was a deep voice.
Like, I'll play with you.
Yeah. Well,
That was slow.
it was messed up. The last one. The last one said their daughter's name. I don't want to mention names because of who they are.
Right.
But it said their daughter's name. Clear as day. No interference. It was one of the... And they were... The only one that I had to really work on to get out was the guy talking.
Right.
So...
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Being that my husband doesn't experience... Yeah, I've actually been in relationships like that, AB, and it sucks. It sucks. But trust me, eventually something will happen, and there will be an experience, and it'll change. It always does. One time I was going from my house near the Delaware Memorial Bridge to New Jersey Pine Barrens for a weekend, 3 of us in a car. We got by this basketball court around 2 a.m. and I saw 2 kids. Looked 8 to 10, and I was the only one in the car of 4 that saw them. Oh, the Pine Barrens are someplace else we could go.
Yeah.
That's fairly close. We could make mini trips first.
Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah, like, kids at the basketball court at 2 a.m. is weird.
Yeah. But if nobody else saw them?
That's even weirder. 14 years. Yeah, that's rough. That is rough. Oops, 3 of us. Oh, there were 3 of you in the car. Okay. I got you. Wow. All right.
I think we may have to cut this off for the night.
Yeah, I think it's getting... It's
We've
just
been
getting it's just getting that time.
Yeah.
3 hours or 2 hours. Kind of 3, because we kind of started
2.5
as...
hours.
We had the internet issues and... Ball. Oh, you can't be that old. I'm 30... How old am I?
5, 6.
6. I'm 36.
You don't view the mod chat.
No, you don't view the mod chat. It's mod chat.
That's.
We have a moderator only channel, and once you make it to moderator, and I'm sure some more of you will, you get to be on that channel.
It's nothing real special.
Yeah, there's nothing special. We just talk about moderating. Basically, we talk about how we're going to handle the moderation. Yeah.
Ideas for shows.
Yeah, stuff like
plans
that.
for shows.
It's just keeping them updated so that they can be on and stuff. It's nothing big. You wanted to see the emoji chat. Maybe there's bits of it we can screenshot or something. We'll look.
The Canuck chase. I heard about the BEP in Canuck. I think I'm saying that right.
Yeah.
Chase, but I don't know anything about the UFO.
No, I've heard about all of that. I don't know what's going on in Canuck Chase. Their BEP seems to be more of a ghost, so it doesn't seem to be the same thing. Yeah, Mario Lover, I'll take a look at it. I really will. We'll figure it out. Probably not tonight though, because we've been talking for a long time. And
Thanks
Rick
for joining
wrote stuff down.
Yeah, I did.
It was
Very
nice.
sloppily. Welcome to the Discord chat, Kremlin.
Yeah.
He just joined Discord.
Awesome.
So I think this is gonna be it for tonight. Limus, you're absolutely right, but I can mute him there too, so...
Which is bull, because that was our shared channel. And he decided to use it under his name.
We needed separate ones because you kept talking as me. You still talk. Well, no. Now that you're on your own, you don't talk as me.
I wasn't talking as you. I was talking as us because it was the BlindBrik Discord.
I just think it was better to separate them into two people.
But you don't. You can't mute me and stuff because it's our Discord.
If you're speaking in emoji, I will mute you.
I will do what the hell I want. I'm older than you. It's
Guys,
my house and my internet.
Guys, okay.
Sorry, we're just screwing with each other.
We are sad to be going tonight, but remember, we're going to get this Patreon set up for shirts. So if you want a shirt, we'll show you where to find them. Remember to follow us on Twitter.
Yeah, hit us up on the Discord as well.
Yeah, Koo or somebody can post that for us.
We've had it posted a few times. Subscribe, guys. We want to do these trips for real. We want to have these meetups. And hitting that subscribe button and hitting that like button and the little notification bell and sharing our videos and all that crap that's just, it's a few button clicks for you. But I know it's annoying, but it helps us out so much. Because we've got to, like, if we were legitimately just going to do this all the time, we'd have to have hundreds of thousands of subscribers.
Yeah.
And we can't get there without your help.
Discord is a fun place. We have a lot of fun over there.
Yeah, it's just we chat.
I'm going to start being way more active on our Facebook account.
Yeah, that we've kind of let just go.
But it's facebook.com/BlindBrik.
Maybe we should have her run it a little because she's on Facebook all the damn time.
Yeah, I mean, we just need somebody to run the Facebook, post videos, random things people find. Fine. I do that every once in a while. I post jokes on there.
Yeah, we just have a good time generally.
I don't use Twitter anymore, but you can follow me on Twitter.
It's a lot like our live shows.
BlindBrik_Rick.
And I do get on my Twitter because I have like 5 times more followers than him. It's BlindBrikBtat with 2 T's.
Email is blindbrick@gmail.com. Guys, remember to hit that like button. Even if you didn't like it, hit the dislike button.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, for the trolls that just hit the dislike button to hit it, you're actually helping us. It places us higher in the algorithm, so go ahead and keep doing it.
Every click matters. We appreciate all of you so much. And
we
thanks
really
for
do.
Sticking with us through all this bullshit with the FD thing.
Yeah, and like we said, we never meant to hurt anyone. But, you know, and Hollywood get a hold of us. Other people get a hold of us. And, you know, guys, we are going to continue talking to Andrew. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah, we might have something going on. We don't know.
Yeah.
But we're working on getting the channel better, making things look better.
You guys are my saving grace. Limus is awesome, too. I needed someone to just hear me and understand. That's awesome.
We're always around to help. Like I said,
That's
always
what we're
on
here
Discord.
for. Yeah.
I will eventually be setting up a BlindBrik text now number.
Right.
But I think we'll do that for interviews.
Gotta differentiate your crazy asses. Thanks for the great streams and videos for gracefully handling the whole FD thing. You're welcome and thank you.
Thanks. I mean, we're going to try to work on this shirt thing. We're trying to get the channel better. We're looking for better equipment.
We're going to post all this stuff instead of just... because we just keep repeating it.
Yeah.
We're going to post all this stuff for you. Obviously, we're getting tired. We didn't eat before the stream. We're repeating things. So let's...
I need to start working on the webpage, too.
Absolutely. We're going to try and get an actual webpage going.
I got it going. I just haven't done anything on it. We've gotten a few messages from our webpage. People have gone to it and sent us messages.
For real?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
They're in the email.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. All right, guys. We want you all to have a great night. For the people like in Scotland and stuff watching us at 2, 3 a.m., you're awesome. People in Germany, you're awesome. People in the U.S., you're still awesome. Doesn't matter where you are, but for the, like, thank you. Just thank you.
Yeah. We, Good night, honey. I lost my train of thought, thanks. Okay. We'll get everything put up.
Yeah.
Guys, thanks for coming.
And
thanks for talking to us. CAG sent us an email. We're getting all our stuff posted. Thanks.
You guys are so good.
Thanks, Jess. Our mods are amazing. Thank you everyone for coming, and I guess that's it for tonight. I hope everybody has a great night and stay creepy.